What's up, guys? We're back with some Lotus combo in the new meta with no LURRUS and our newly released set, which we'll talk about some additions that we added to this deck. We can actually start with those. We added 2 Boseiju, who endures, and 2 Otawara, Soaring City for tonight. So we can pull these out. Otawara, they're both channel lands. We can discard it, and we can target artifact, creature, or enchantment, or planeswalker, and just kind of bounce it. The reason this is important is because artifacts like Deafening Silence or Damping Sphere are really detrimental to this deck's combo. And planeswalker, obviously Narset, is just a huge pain. So the fact that we have a uncounterable bounce spell that we can just do this end of turn and then pop off is super strong. And then we also have the other channel land we're playing, which is Boseiju, who endures. This is the OP land that everyone's been talking about. So we can discard this, and we can destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. So again, we're going to be targeting mostly artifacts, sometimes enchantments with this, but just anything that kind of stops our combo. That's just like a brief summary of those lands. But Soaring City, we can target creatures also, just like taxing creatures. To bring these in, we ended up taking out 2 Yavimaya Coast, and I took out 2 basics, or 1 basic and maybe a Temple of Mystery. Those are kind of flex spots, so some people might they might take out Blast Zone and put in a basic land or something like that. So it all depends on kind of what you're feeling. There's no right way to do it. In the main board, we have 1 Brawl. Brawl's good with our channel lands because it makes them cost 1 less. So if we have Brawl out, we can cast Boseiju for 1 mana. Or we can channel it for 1 mana. We can channel Otawara for just 3 mana. We're still running Shimmer Possibility. It gets around Narset. We have a split between 2 Fae of Wishes and 1 Mastermind's Acquisition. So they do pretty much the same thing, but it gets around any like surgical effects. We have one of Galvanic Iteration. I've liked it when we've cast it, but it's kind of the first card I board out also. But with control being pretty prevalent, it's really good against control because they can only counter so many things. For our combo piece, we are on the Ultimatum package. So I like Ultimatum, Emergent Ultimatum. Some people dislike it and they exclude that from their decks, but I like it. It is an I win button for like 99.9% of the time. The mana cost is pretty taxing, so it can be awkward, but for the most part, we get there. And we have 1 Dig Through Time. I love Dig Through Time. If you want to run more Dig Through Time, you can change some Shimmer Possibility to Strategic Planning to fill the graveyard more, but it's fine as a one-of in this version with Peer into the Abyss and Emergent Ultimatum. For the sideboard, we have 3 Leyline of Sanctity. With LURRUS being banned, I'm not sure how prevalent the black decks will be, but there's always going to be Thoughtseize and Go Blank and things like that, so this stops that. So we're trying Path of Peril, which is an interesting card. For 3 mana, which is 1 tap of our Lotus Field, we can destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. And if we have both Lotus on the field, we can cleave it, cast it for its cleave cost, which is just a board wipe, which is pretty cool. So it's very flexible in that regard. We're still running 1 Anger. I like Anger. It just clears up all the creature matchups as well. And then March of the Swirling Mist. Some people have been trying this card. I haven't tried it myself, but you probably don't know what this is unless you play this deck. But you basically cast it and you can exile any number of blue cards from your hand, and you can just target any creatures and they phase out. So any taxing creatures that are just kind of ruining your day, end of turn, just phase them out and then just pop off. It also works with if they're going to swing in for lethal, you can kind of like stall for a turn. We have 2 Thought Distortion for the control matchups. We have a Natural State to take care of any more artifacts. I didn't want to get rid of all our artifact and enchant removal just because we have Boseiju, so I just wanted to keep 1 in here. We have Mystical Dispute for control matchups also, and then we still have our one of Ugin, which Ugin has won me a lot of games, especially like game one, just being able to Fae of Wishes or Masterminds to go get it and just wipe the board. Most people can't deal with it. And then our win condition is Approach of the Second Sun. So with Approach, we're able to get that with Masterminds or Fae of Wishes after we cast Omniscience and just win from there. There's more detailed deck techs in my other videos if you want to check those out also. But that's pretty much the gist of the deck that we're running tonight. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into the games. All right, welcome to round one. We are on the play. Let's check out this hand. So this hand does not have Thespian Stage, it does not have Lotus Field, and it doesn't have a way to get any of those. And it has our high costing spells, so we're just gonna mull this. All right, well this hand only has one land. Otherwise, we'd definitely keep it. So unfortunately, we have to go to 5. All right, this hand's a lot better, so we're gonna keep it. We have to put 2 cards on the bottom. So we already have a Lotus Field, so we don't need another one. And we don't need a Boseiju typically in the before sideboard, so we can put that to the bottom also. So this is like a really good start for us because we get to Temple of Mystery. This is like the actual best start for our deck, so we don't need that right now. Because we're going to Sanctum into Sylvan Scrying into Lotus Field, and that's pretty good. I guess the only thing that would make it better is if we had our Boreal Grazer. And we're up against a Boros aggro deck, which is a pretty bad matchup for us. So we're going to go get Lotus Field, or we're going to go get Thespian Stage here. We're just going to like hope to survive, and hopefully they don't, they kept 7, but hopefully they have like a slow hand. Behind the back dips are the far worst thing ever, and dips on the bars are like, all right, Ancestral Anger. I was hoping they kept the 1-lander. They're swinging in for 3. It's not like terrible, I guess. Still Scar Mage, okay. There's no reason to really tap for mana because we can't use it anyway. I think it stinks. We're on the play, but we're still going to be maybe a turn too slow. If we get to turn 5, we should win. Behind the back dips. All right, well, they have like a insane start here, so if they don't have any pump spells here, but they most likely do. Wow, they didn't. Ooh, that's nice. All right. We are just going to do this now. And then if we get to live next turn, I wonder what their hand is. If they have 4 cards in hand, they didn't cast anything. Boros chart. Why didn't they cast that during attacks? So we're probably just dead here. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1 more pump spell and we're dead. Damn. And there's no way they don't have it. Damn. Yeah, we're dead. This is a really tough matchup. All right, so for this matchup, we're going to bring in all our creature hate. So we have Anger here, we have March, and we have 2 Path of Peril. And then we can take out Galvanic Iteration, tap land here, take out a Shimmer, and a Pier. So I usually like to board out kind of the heavier end and just kind of the tap lands and stuff like that. But again, this is a pretty rough matchup. We also mulled the 5, but I don't know if we would have got there otherwise. So this hand has our combo, but it doesn't have any way of like getting to that point. So again, another mulligan, unfortunately. This hand we will keep. We have stage. So we're going to throw back a Sylvan Scrying here. We're just going to hope to draw another land so we don't have to sacrifice stage. So we're going to put Mastermind's Acquisition to the bottom and pass. Dips on the bench were big, terrible for you. And then your U-shaped bars. All right, another favorite hoplite. Yeah, I have questions about that. We can definitely talk about that later. Okay, good. We drew our second land here. That's huge. So now we can Sylvan Scrying, go get Lotus Field. So the difference between this game and last game is we have acceleration with our Boreal Grazer, and it will be a good blocker. So if we had this last game, we would have been fine because we would have been able to chump block and win the next turn. So especially if we get a sweeper, that's just game. We drew another Lotus Field. All right, so we're gonna play stage first, and then we're gonna play our Boreal Grazer, which will let us put our Lotus Field into play. And we're not under any pressure, so we could technically hidden strings, tap, and then copy this turn, but we don't have to do that. If we were under a lot of pressure, we would want to do that. So we can kind of just chill for now. We could also Vizier and stuff like that. Target creature gets 3/1 until end of turn. Jesus. Another Swift Spear. Another Swift Spear. I would love a sweeper. So we're definitely going to chump here. This doesn't have trample, right? 3, 4, 5. We're going to chump here too, so we're not dead to just straight up burn. Let's cycle. Let's see if we can draw something. We can cycle again. We have if we hit something, we can strings and kind of pop off. Another one. And the reason I'm cycling here too is because we could be dead next turn. Oh my god. All right, so we didn't hit. So all that mana is gone. We have plenty of mana, so it's like not a big deal. Play the land out. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they don't have their last spells, not like an actual burn spell or anything to pump these up. We're drawing pretty poorly our first game here. Oof. Okay, well that is a nice reset button. So talking about drawing poorly, that was a very nice top deck. We just need some pour over the pages or just something. We need some action. Another board wipe. I feel like we have to use it. It doesn't really matter because this is CMC 2 or less. So we just want to get their creatures off the board. Because the only way they win is if they don't draw burn, just kind of swinging out. But they could just draw a Boros Charm or something. They have one card in hand. I don't know what it is, but it's like sketchy. All right. So we can kind of go off here. The only downside is if they have a burn spell, we just lose. But I feel like we have to. I'll keep that on tab for now. Because we're gonna go within, but I feel like they would have used it by now. There's no way they wouldn't have a. Nice. Okay. Wow. I'm glad we got there. That was tense. So another thing, we could bring in Ugin. Sometimes I'll run 2 Ugin, or in the previous videos I've run 2, because I'll keep one in the board and bring one in. I'm going to take out an ultimatum for an Ugin and try that. All right, this hand is terrible. Man, we're not keeping any 7 this match. Man, this hand is... Like, I'd like to... If I'm mulliganing, I'd like to at least have like a board wipe or something. This has Stage and Shimmer to maybe get something. Or try it, and we'll put back Masterminds. Because if we get enough mana, we can just hardcast Ugin. But this could also be a mulligan to like Arboreal Grazer or something. All right, that's a good draw. So now this Shimmer's going to go get a board wipe. But again, opponent kept 7 for the 3rd match in a row, so hopefully... Yeah, this is what we don't want to see. Because now next turn they can just prow us off. Unless we get a board wipe. No. Shimmer. Alright, we'll get... We could get March. Or we could get Grazer. We do play Blast Zone, so we could Sylvan Scrying for Blast Zone. Endbay, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to our Lotus stream. So yeah, we do play Blast Zone. So maybe we'll get... I don't know if we're going to... We can try to get Blast Zone. I don't know if we're going to have time, but we can... Next turn, play Lotus Field. I don't know if we're going to have time, though. Norg, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our Lotus stream. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you folks doing tonight? Yeah, we're probably just dead. 4-1 with your Yorion pile? Nice. Have you been fine-tuning it? We're at 11. Yeah, we're probably not going to live long enough for this. Ugh. Ban Yorion. I wish we drew Blast Zone. Not that it would matter this turn, but we can so we'll play Grazer here. We're gonna Sylvan Scrying also. I was just thinking we could like Vizier and untap Lotus, but that was Sylvan Scrying. Go get Blast Zone here. And hope we live. Yeah, 2 new followers. I love it. Welcome, everyone. All right, so obviously we're not blocking this guy. So we're going to chump here. They have 1 card in hand. It's probably another God's Willing. Oh, my God. All right, so we're going to chump here because we can't. We're going to go to 3. And then all their creatures are going to die. It's so interesting they do this Oh wait, they haven't. That was at their upkeep. I don't understand. 8, 9, 10. Okay, we live at 1. Man, opponent's drawing hot. So we'll jump here. 8, 9, 10. Wow, we're living at 1. You're just getting in a Pioneer now that your LGS is starting up. But it seems like it's a format that I like more than Modern, where the only deck I could afford was Burn, even though half of that. Yeah, so yeah, Pioneer is super affordable. You can always get the pre-made deck, which is 95% of this deck. It's pretty competitive, and they definitely can win. Oh, okay. So let's think of how we want to do this. They have 1 card in hand. If it's a burn spell, we lose no matter what. So let's see. So let's start with cycling. Again, we could just play the sweeper and pop off, or not pop off, but raw. Okay, so we don't want to cast that yet. They know we have Blast Zone in hand. Because I think I'm going to end up playing this and passing, because if they draw Swift Spear, then we just lose. And if they play a burn spell, we just lose regardless. So we can pop this end of turn. So we can actually play Brawl and still pop Blast Zone. So let's try that. We'll do that on attack steps. And hopefully they don't draw any burn spells. Okay, good. Yeah, you got the precon and added all the good cards to it. Yeah, this deck rewards reps, so definitely like this stream is like a good place to start, just so you can see some things of what to do and what not to do. And once you play with it enough, it just kind of becomes pretty quick. This stinks. So we have to cast Pour here. Untap. Discard. I think I'm going to discard Balaged. So we drew a Grazer. We can't let them attack, because if they attack, they can God's Willing and give themselves protection from blue, and then we can't block them, but we can just cast Grazer. I think this will be fine. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. That sucks. All right, I meant to copy this, and I just messed up. That's so awkward. Yeah, I just totally messed that up. All right. Yeah, so I wanted to copy this and play Grazer, and then would be in a better spot for next turn, but we'll see. That and yeah, Spirits. Yeah, Jeer's right. Spirits is a really tough matchup just because they have so much interaction and a lot of cheap interaction for our like larger spells. Yeah, they can only get 1 color protection. It's still annoying not being, but they can give themselves trample. What's that going to give it though? Okay. I just gotta hope they don't, because any chance they take a, they're playing really weird. Like, so they had this haste creature and they didn't play it. I mean, we would have double blocked, but oh man. I guess we're just gonna. So we'll cleave for 2 and then copy. Okay. There we go. We can play our land and pass. Now we have Ugin mana up, so as long as they don't draw out of this. Your local meta. Yeah, so I'm primarily a modern player. If you look at my YouTube, it's mostly modern with Lotus, pretty much. If we play Ugin, we just lose to a burn spell or a haste creature. If we play Fae, what can we do here? So we'll play out stage. We could play Fae. Can we granted end? I don't want to play out Ugin. I want to play out Fae for a blocker for a haste creature. But if we 4, 5, 6, so let's do both. So we'll granted. We can't even. You know what? We can't even get Pier. We can get Emergent Ultimatum. So let's do that. And then we'll play Fae out. And then we can copy Lotus, and hopefully they don't draw a burn spell here. Oh, I know. If I still had 9, I used to run 9 lives too. Okay. Yeah, 9 lives is hilarious. I actually run that at my LGS because of all the aggro they have. And it's definitely gotten me out of some tough spots. Oh, wait. All right, so now we have so much mana. So we should just win next turn. We don't know what this card is, but obviously they would have cast it. So now we can just Emergent Ultimatum for the combo here. We can't peer. So we can't peer. So if they give us peer, and I think it'll still be fine because we can green. So we'll do green, blue, blue, black. Because we'll still get poor and we can untap and still cast Ugin here. If they were holding Shockdown, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with where they're playing. They're playing weird sequencing. So we'll get Poor, we'll get Omniscience, and we can't get Peer because we can't cast Peer. So we'll get Dig. Yeah, the channel lands I'm super excited for. Oh wow, they gave us Omniscience. I thought they weren't going to give us Omniscience, but Gio, thank you for the follow. Welcome officially. All right, so we can pour. Oh my god, this hand. Untap, doesn't matter. And then we'll discard Lotus Field. We have Otawara, so maybe we can cast it and get some use out of it. Do we attack? What can we man, I wish there was something that, oh, you know what? Let's do this. Nope, no Fae beats. We're not going to win by damage here. We're going to gain some life, baby. Actually, we might win by damage, so... There we go. Now we're at a comfortable 8. And we have 5 minutes left because we've been talking so much. Woo! Man, that's awesome. I can't believe we got there. So if you're wondering how to beat Burn, you have to get super lucky. Thank you. Yeah, so we were very fortunate that they didn't draw any burn spells, and we were able to kind of pull our way out of there. But again, that's Such a tough matchup. But we have Lotus Field. We'll try this, I guess. We can cast Otawara and get rid of it, so we don't have 2 copies. We'll play that out and pass. So this isn't mono white that they said they were on. Is this like Niv or something like that? Not really doing much. Hopefully it's not. The Raven's warning. All right, so they're going to make a bird. What's this do? They make a bird. They gain 2 life. They look at our hand and draw a card. Interesting. Okay. Not sure. I'm guessing this is just like 5 color something or other. Okay, another Lotus Field. Not really what we want to see. And play our 1. I guess we're not under pressure, so we don't have to start cycling yet. But so they're gonna get to take a look at our hand. And I'm not sure what they're gonna put on top. Any thoughts on the version of Lotus that runs 3 main board and no ultimatums? Yeah, so Brian is very fond of Peer and not of Ultimatum. That's a great draw. It definitely works because I know he's done well in his videos. And if you can get around Narset, that's like the big piece because Peer doesn't work with Narset in play. But we'll just do this now. So we could potentially pop off next turn. I guess we could win there with untapping and with Vizier, right? While they're tapped out. But I don't know. But yeah, there's like a small difference with the Peer main and not. It just depends on if you want to run Ultimatum, and that's great for us. Yeah, we could cycle. Yeah, you're right. We could cycle and pour. I don't feel like we're under a lot of pressure, so I didn't want to like force that because we'd end up not getting that mana if we needed it. But it's definitely like a pressure option, I think. And they tapped out for Yorion. I didn't even pay attention to see that they put in their hand. Tapped out, good luck. Okay, let's start with pour here. And I'm curious what your like sequencing would be. Like, would you guys like start with cycling here or pour, or like doesn't really matter? We drew another pour. So we should be pretty good to go here. Exof or Zafink, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to our Lotus stream. All right. So we are popping up. Now we can start cycling. You always start with pour. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's... Oh, good, we drew Ultimatum. Let's just cycle a little more. There's no reason not to. Just get that mana up. Oh, and we have hidden strings too. Okay, we're good to go. I think I like getting the visuals out of the way personally. Shields are down from opponent, but typically I think cycling. Yeah, I'm curious if there's... I feel like there's no wrong way to do it. You're going to be... Especially with the opponent tapped out, it might matter more if they weren't tapped out because you'd want to pay for Mystical Disputes or that 2-mana cycler spell. I can't think of it right now. Let's okay. They've had enough. So obviously if we were to continue playing, exactly, you can't dispute a cycle. But you'd want a cycle first to have the mana to pay for this future disputes. Yeah, so here we would Hidden Strings, cast Ultimatum, go get the combo, and just win. So opponent didn't do much of anything, but we know they're a blue deck, so we're obviously going to be bringing in these 4 anti-control cards. And again, we have Otawara for Narset if they play that. And we have Galvanic Iteration, which is really nice. I don't think we need Grazer. In these control matchups, you can shave Grazer because you don't need to be super fast. That's kind of like a control-y matchup. So we'll try that. We'll bring in our 4 anti-control cards. This hand is good. We have 2 burn lands. We have Lotus Field. We have some dig, some mana. Yeah, this is pretty good. We'd obviously like to keep Otawara for Planeswalker, so hopefully we draw... So we can scry into a land here. Okay, that's perfect. So we can try to keep Otawara as long as possible. Birth of Melios. Okay. Have you tried Behold the Beyond or Dark Petition? My thought for Dark Petition was if you Emergent Ultimatum, choosing Omniscience, Dark Petition, and say Strange, you can get Omniscience no matter what. Yes. So there's a link to my YouTube going around on here. That was actually the last deck we tried, because I know that that was a popular, like that's also a popular version with the Behold the Beyond and Dark Petition combo. I didn't like care for it. It's like fine. It's a way to get around Narset, which is nice. But and a lot of people have been having success with it. So I think if that's like the way a way you want to go, then I'm all for it. Hey Adam, you came here from the Twiddle Cord. It's going well. Thank you. How's it going with you? And yeah, check it out. Feel free to I'm always up for constructive criticism on anything. So okay, so peer into the abyss. I don't think we need peer right now. Do I want Galvanic? I definitely want Galvanic or peer. Let's say Galvanic. I'm not 100% sure. It could be peer for the long run. But they play Narset here. Okay. So we have Otawara for that. You've been playing the deck for about a month and a half and feel absolutely awful at it. Oh, what? Like, are they like the results aren't going well, or do you just kind of not feel comfortable with it? Because it's definitely not an easy deck, so I wouldn't like fret about it. All right. So we'll play Lotus Field. We can't do anything with this mana. We're not under any pressure. We just really need to draw a Sylvan Scrying or Thespian Sage. So they got Omen of the Sea this time, and last time they got Shark Typhoon. Oof, okay. Pretty much every FNM you've gone 0-3, 1-2. How are the matchups because I'm sure you're aware the aggro matchups are pretty difficult. It could, I mean, obviously there's a lot of factors. It could just be some sequencing or, man. So we're not hitting anything that we want to hit right now. And we can't cycle and draw because of Narset. So we're going to have to probably just pitch. Probably going to have to pitch Acquisition here. I want to keep Ultimatum a reasonable amount of mono red, one Winota player, one Niflite. Winota is also a tough matchup because it's like aggro. Yeah, that can be tough. You just kind of, I mean, my store also has a lot of aggro players, like mono black, mono red, and stuff like that. And mono green too. You kind of have to get lucky, and hopefully, like we did in the first, we just played around one. We played Boros aggro, and we got lucky with hitting all our sweepers. So maybe if you can board in more sweepers. All right, we're gonna have to cycle just to draw. This is like infuriating here. We could get Ugin here. We just need another land. So if we play now, well, we can't. Obviously, we can't play it now, but okay. So let's think. If we play Otawara, they can't counter anything. So 4 mana, strings, the 2, 4, 6. So this is where the deck gets kind of difficult, and I'm trying to, now I have to like think. So we play this, that's 4 mana. Play strings, go down to 2. Tap 4, go to 6. Play strings, go to 4. Then we'll have 8 mana. So if we go get Ugin now, and then next turn we go 4, 2, 4, 2. I think we can get there. Whatever, let's try it. It's just, we're on turn 6 and we're just missing all these land drops. So as long as they don't pop off here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they hit a land, they can play Shark Typhoon. Okay. Okay, they wished for something. No. All right, that's game. Fuck. Damn it. One turn off. Okay, that's so annoying. All right, so we knew they have Narset. So we're on the play now. All right, this hand is, we just got Days Undoing comboed. This is basically a Multa 6 right now. Do I like this Multa 6? 1, 2. No, we're gonna Multa. We don't even have blue mana. All right, this hand's better in a weird way. We'll keep this. Put back Thought Distortion. So we're keeping because we have 2 Sylvan Scryings. And hopefully we don't get cheesed at all. Alright, they play their tap land. Alright, we're gonna have a lot of mana at least. And hopefully we get there before Narset. Alright, another tap land. It's good for us. Shit. I always I am never sure if we're going to get the right one or not, but go get stage. If we were able to get the right one, we could go get Otawara for the inevitable Narset. But we also have Thought Distortion to wipe their entire hand in 2 turns. If they play Narset, of course they have it. I don't think this is a 4 of either. Wish. Okay. There's Otawara. They can't wish and play Days Undoing. So I think we have time because we could Hidden Strings and play Thought Distortion immediately. But let's play it next turn after they do some stuff. I think that's the right call. Hopefully they can't play Days Undoing. Supreme Verdict. The combo with Days Undoing is having Narset in play. So each person draws 7 cards, but because Narset's in play, we don't draw. Oh, you can't read Narset? It's just each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. This is the reason we play Otawara. It's because it shuts off our deck. So we can just do this now. Let's watch them cry because it's an uncounterable board wipe. Unless they have the Wandering Emperor. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we got their entire hand. Oh my gosh. Supreme, Wish, Fires, Narset, Dovin's Feet. Oh my gosh. That was disgusting. And then I guess we'll pass. They have nothing in hand. Wow. We have Otawara for Narset. We just need a wind spell. That's the best way to describe it. Absolutely filthy. Look at that. Oh no, what did they top deck? Coma. What? At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 3/3. Alright, well they can't tap my lands, so they drew Transmogrify off the top, and they transmogrified into a Coma. That's crazy. So now they get to make a snake. Man, we really need to draw. God, not that. Jeez, alright. There's nothing we can, like, even get back. Because we can't, there's nothing to Sylvan Scrying for. So we're going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 next turn. I can't believe we drew Lotus, or 4th Lotus Field. Well, not 4th, but 3 is bad enough. Yeah, there's nothing we can Sylvan Scrying for. Like, Blast Zone is going to be too slow. We don't need that. I guess we will just pass. Again, if we draw one spell off the top, we win. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then this puts a counter. So hopefully they brick after that amazing Thought Distortion. Going to 12. Yeah, we're gonna Otawara Narset end step because we lose no matter what. So we have nothing left to lose. Alright, they drew a land. Put Yorion into hand. All right, this is it. This is it. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! Dig through time. Yes, that's a very good hit. Very, very good hit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's do this. We have to go off this turn, so let's fill our graveyard. Maybe opponent will concede. Yeah, Narset actually wouldn't have affected hidden strings. However, three. Actually, wait. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly. Would not affect it. Let's get Vizier. All right, any order. Let's cycle, see if we hit anything. So another way would be to get Shimmer there for more looks. Yeah, Ugin is exile. I'm a Tron player at heart, so oh my god. This is insane. Another thing to do would be to Bala get recovery for dig through time and cast dig through time again. But I think we could maybe save that. So granted. Actually, we could just get Pier. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I'm like overthinking this. Yeah, we could just get Pier and pop off that way. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. We'd have to hit. We'd have to hit though. So Ugin wipes the entire board. Pier, we'd have to hit strings. We'd be left with 2 mana. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we'll be fine. Half of your deck is pretty good. Yeah, I'd like to think so. Okay. And Vizier would also, you're right, Vizier would also do it because it's 2 mana to cycle. I'm glad we're like overthinking this and we just have to win. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. We can even cast Baral. They should concede now. They conceded last time. All right, we have 5 minutes. We'll just like push through this. So we'll pour and then we'll cast Omniscience and then just pop off. Man, we've really been going to time. We're talking so much. Usually, if I'm playing by myself, these games are like super quick. So put a card from outside of the game into your hand. So we'll go get Approach. Nice. Whew. Yeah, usually we really never go to time like this. But I'm loving the chat engagement though. It makes the game so much more fun. Yeah, I love that. I like that we all realize it at the same time. Like, why don't we just win? All right, welcome to round 3. We are on the draw here. This hand is terrible. It has all lands and not the lands we want, so we're gonna mull. We're gonna have to mull this hand. I mean, we could go Boseiju, Grazer into Thespian stage, turn 2, Shimmer. Yeah. We need our blue source. All right, another control deck. It looks like. Hopefully we draw. Okay, we wanted to draw like a blue-green source. Okay. You wanted to get into Pioneer, but you haven't decided on a deck. I mean, as a Rhino, hopefully this isn't Spirits. So as a Rhinos player, I mean, I'm just like a combo, like do everything myself person deck. There's a land we needed. So this deck appeals to me. But I feel like you'd like it. All right, Sylvan Scrying. We'll take that. We will play out stage and pass. In other words, a man of culture. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are we up against Spirits? Oh, that's a sign of weakness. They're missing their land drops here. All right, they hit it. So it is just blue-white control. So unfortunately, we played our... Oh, okay. So we can get our other Otawara that way also. Oh, this is nice. So we can actually play our Lotus Field and copy. So this is the turn 4 I was talking about earlier. So if like we draw something amazing and just pop off with our cyclers. So they could have the flash. That's a great draw. They could have the flash Planeswalker. You're in between Ascendancy and Lotus Field, honestly? Yeah, there you go. I haven't tried Ascendancy. I've been meaning to, but I just never got around to it. But again, that's another fun combo deck. Let's start with cycling here. We can kind of fill our graveyard for dig. And hopefully, that's not what we want to say. They could have a counter spell. You gotta go for real? All right. Thanks again for coming back. Have a good night. Omniscience. That's also not what we want to see. Those are two pretty awful draws. Let's dig. Because I kind of want a Sylvan Scrying for Otawara. If anything, this would get countered. Yeah. So we'll get that. I don't think we need to play out Grazer right now. This is straight up blue-white control, which is kind of annoying to deal with, but... Tap land. So they weren't hitting lands. I don't think so. Trying to think if there's any point in going for Omniscience here. I don't think so. I mean, I could eat a counterspell, but... I think we'll pass. If they weren't hitting lands, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I think they've hit runner with lands. So I'm assuming most of their stuff is either like another Shark Typhoon if they were missing lands and they had to cycle for that. trying to think if I want to cast Omniscience, though. 6. I don't think I do. We'll see what they do here. Memory deluge. Okay, that sucks. So maybe we should have just like forced the issue. Because now they definitely have something. Teferi? Yep. We can also tap their lands down. So they're tapping out for Teferi. So what 2-mana counterspells? I don't even know. Let me see. Blue-white's the most popular deck right now, so... If they counter your Omniscience, though, you're outright dead, though, so since you needed it, strings... Yeah, so... Alright, so they could have a Censor. They do run main deck Dovin's Veto. So that's terrifying. Do we want to bounce this? They do run Narset also. So many things to think about. I feel like I want to bounce this to stop their tempo, but if I bounce it, how do we win if they draw a Narset? Alright, we're just gonna... That's a terrible draw. I mean, I'd love to use Hidden Strings to tap their lands, though. So if I do this, go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 1 short. Because I'd like to tap one of their lands and untap one of ours. We could, so if we did that, we go to 4 mana, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'd have 9 mana. We'd be 1 short from Omniscience. It's so fucking annoying. And we drew Lotus Field. So we know they have at least 1 counter, but then they can just pass with Teferi up and just keep drawing. I think... I'm still trying to think, like, if I played Grazer, played Otawara out, played a 3rd Lotus, that's not going to do anything either with strings on tap. I wonder if we just do this at their upkeep or something like that. Because if we let them untap with the Fairy, they just hold up counters forever and then we lose. Okay, so they did have the Censor. I'm going to bounce this. I don't know if it's right. It gives us another draw if they want to do that same play again. They have Narset. Okay. Oh, yeah, this seems like a tough matchup. There's that strings we could have used. So we can... We can get Omniscience into play, but then they just Teferi tuck it? Fuck. Damn, we're so fucked. And this game only gets harder post board too. Alright, they didn't even cast a fairy, they're just going to clean up. We're just drawing terribly. Go to the next game. I'm close to it. They're gonna have another deluge. We're like mostly dead here. We'll probably force something and then that Narset's pretty annoying. I've taken 10 minutes. Yeah, I know. The problem with talking it out and thinking it. Now they have Teferi in play. I'll take a draw step and see. They've got to clean up. There's Fae. Let's see if they do anything here. I mean, Thought Distortion helps, but I mean, they're just going to counter. Yeah. I mean, we can tap through their lands and they can still hold up like we can cast Omniscience exactly. Well, all right, yeah, we're done. I messed that up too. Yeah. That was okay. Let's put that game behind us. I played that crappily and we drew like shit. So we're gonna do what we did last time, bring in these four. Because we'd have to worry about Narset also. They just had like too much to deal with. That was pretty annoying. And we were drawing terribly. This hand has all the gas, but none of the lands. We can look for the land with Shimmer. So we'll try it. And we don't have to go fast against this. We kind of have to just combat their control. Another land. So like they could just Mystical Dispute this if they wanted to. Yep. I guess it's fine. I mean, it's not really that fine because we don't have anything, but now they have Censor up. I mean, it's gonna happen, these matchups. So now they have Absorb mana up. We're drawing awful. God. All right. Thespian Stage. Yeah, we're just giving them like crazy amounts of time. I mean, they can just hold up interaction. Just copy this for now. Could copy Castle Vantress, actually. So they should counter this. Yep, okay. It's not the worst, I guess. I just really need to like naturally draw. And you got the Narset. We're gonna cast Pour. Oh, we can't even cast it with this. Ah! We just discard an ultimatum. Yeah, I'm over this game. I'm too flustered here. Narset equals no fun. Our draws equal no fun. This, I don't think we get out of this one. So if we draw Lotus, let's see. Even if we draw Lotus, copy Lotus. Another Narset. And Big Teferi. Yeah, but I mean, it's like this is gonna happen. You're just not gonna draw what you need, and then opponent's gonna get everything here. Alright, we're good. Yep. Scoop them up. Alright, welcome to round 4. And wouldn't you know it, we're gonna mull. We'll keep this hand because we have Sylvan Scrying, and hopefully we draw a land to not pitch Thespian Stage. Our opponent's 3-0 right now, so maybe we can ruin their day. What's this gonna be? Humans? Oof. God. That card's so good against us. That's so... It's just like a time walk for us. There's no point in casting. We could cast Grazer here, but... Do we cast Grazer here? I don't think so. Probably doesn't matter because we're gonna... We just need a land to Sylvan Scrying here. And that would save 2 damage. Is this Mantis Rider? Jesus. So this is Pioneer Humans, it looks like? Yeah, we're not... All our luck went with our first 2 games. Yeah, we're just getting... This is crazy. This is literally like modern humans shipped over to Pioneer. If we don't draw a land here, we just lose. But we're pretty far behind as it is. I mean, it's Lotus Field. Then we take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Guess we play it. And play out Grazer. Why can't I play? Oh, I can't play out Grazer because of Reflector Mage. Yeesh. So we're taking 7. We're going 3 next turn. So we definitely need a land. Because we can, if we hit Obviously, if we hit Thespian Stage, we'd be in a really good spot. But we can't even Sylvan Scrying for it because then we just lose. Jeez, alright. Alright, against a creature deck, we have March, we have Path of Peril, and we have Anger. So pretty much what we bring it against any creature deck. And then we can take out Galvanic, can take out Ultimatum, tap land, and Shimmer here. Could argue to keeping Shimmer in to look for a board wipe. So I'll try that. Okay, we'll be on the play this time. Let's check our hand. We're gonna keep it. We can't, we're gonna play this tapped. We can't play Balaged with Arboreal Grazer, so tap land. I don't think it matters here. We'll play this, play Grazer, and then we'll play our Lotus Field. I guess we could have tapped for green and played our other land too, but it's kind of what you like about the pure version. Feels like there's a bit more cantrip with the extra digs. I mean, well, think of all the situations we were in. If we had drawn dig at any of those points, it wouldn't have helped. I don't think it was the digs that hurt us. It was not drawing our lands. And then dig also loses it's a good stage, obviously. Dig loses some value in like numbers if you draw too many of them. That's why I used to run, I guess like maybe 2 or 3. I feel like 4 is way too many though. I would say it's a great card, but jump. But yeah, I'm not sure how those games could have played out otherwise in terms of Jeez, okay. We're still gonna save. We'll save this for like one more. Nah, we're gonna. I don't want them to play Thales Lieutenant. Some sideboard stuff right there. And play another Grazer. And pass. Some of the games feels like you're waiting for it to get a cantrip card. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it's when we're waiting, dig is such a great draw. But then it's like, what do you take out for it? Like, what do you swap for it? All right, Mantis Rider. Mantising away. We'll take the hit so we can hopefully chump Containment one. Pier, okay. So we'll copy this. Next turn we can peer. We can pour over into peer into hopefully something. Coco? Oh my god. Yeah, for strategic planning would replace that. It's just so weak to Narset. Oh my god. And they hit Elite Spellbinder too. Jesus. I mean, it's also hard to beat when your opponent's like hitting well here. All right, so they exiled Poor. Yeah, it fills the graveyard for dig. I just didn't know if it All right, we're gonna block, I guess. Jesus. All right, that's a good draw. All right, now we can just win here. Whew. Yeah, for Balagad too. Balagad's really slow, so I'm always 7 blue. All right, now we have the win. Turn 6 too, geez. So, yeah, fortunately our opponent was a little too slow. Yes, that is true. It's also tough. I guess we could just, I mean, if we drew Omniscience, I think Omniscience is at the bottom. Yeah. We can always just, we can just Mastermind's Inquisition for it. Yeah, I mean, if you had Brawl out, I feel like, and Poor, I don't know. I like all that's like great in general. So that's always nice. I mean, I guess we can just keep pouring. Let me cast Brawl here. Because we're looking for Ultimatum. I think, right? I mean, or we can just get enough mana to Inquisition or to Acquisition and then just win that way. We're really looking for Omniscience, so we can just, yeah, let's go get Omniscience like smart people here. But Omniscience. We still need 2 more mana, so we still have to pour twice. Omniscience, go get Approach. Oh, we had strings right there too. Shimmer. Shimmer. Wait, where's did I miss Approach? Oh. I never cast it. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I thought I cast it. That's my fault. Where is... Ugh. I mean, we can still go get it. I'm just like doing dumb shit now. Yeah. I just like wasn't thinking there. All right, so we'll just do the same play again and hopefully they're slow again. Man, these hands. This hand's like so good if we get a second land. Thanks. Yeah, that's why I always give like other like streamers credit for when they talk and stuff, but I know I watch a lot of people that will. We're gonna keep this, by the way. I think we should keep this. But yeah, talking and trying to, and that's why our clock has been like low. Come on, give me a land, baby. Thalia. Yep. Fuck, man. Come on. That's crazy that we're just breaking this hard. I don't know. This has happened like this is like the second match in a row this has happened. It's like insane. Like, yeah, we kept kind of like a one lander-ish, but it's still like not unreasonable to draw this. We're just gonna chomp just because if they draw Reflector Mage, we just lose. I don't think we're getting there though. There's a second land. Took him 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nah. Damn, dude. That was winnable if we drew a land. All right, welcome to round 5. We're on the draw here, and this is a hand of all lands. We do have a Shimmer. And we do have Thespian Stage. Put a mulligan to 6. It says they were on Ascendancy 25 days ago, but we don't know what. Could be now. We have Stage, we have Shimmer. Let's go for it. We also have Temple, and we're on the draw, so... You typically play Pioneer. Got my proxy deck together to join on Legacy Day, so looking forward to some tendrils. Ooh. I never got into Legacy, but I feel like I'd want to... Oh, God, red. We don't want to see red. For Legacy... Oh, that's a great draw. I'm not sure what I'd want to play in Legacy. But, I mean, obviously Storm is fun looking. I think I'd want to, the Oops deck looks really fun. I love playing the, oh, it's, well, we haven't seen Phoenix at all lately. It's first Phoenix deck. Play Sylvan Scrying here. We have Otawara to get rid of Thing in the Ice too if it flips. But yeah, Oops looks really fun. I like Oops in Modern too. I have some videos of that also. Iteration. So we're gonna Shimmer next turn and play Lotus Field. They put Consider. That's a good draw for them. They won't be able to flip it. They might be able to flip it next turn. Most likely. They kept it on. They drew the card. So I'll play Lotus Field. This game 1 is a decent matchup for us because they don't run. I already have the Ultimatum. Let's take Acquisition here. So this is going to be a turn 6 kill. Might be too slow. most likely. Hmm. Wonder if we have the Otawara. They're gonna flip it this turn. Ugh. We might just not care because we're gonna get hit for 7 this turn. As long as they don't take an. Oh man. Ah, damn. That sucks. We're gonna have to Otawara the horror, I guess. Yeah, we would have a turn 6 kill, but obviously that's too slow against their pretty decent start here. I love tendrils. Yeah, it's pretty much like a legacy Lotus deck, right? You get to play Lotus Petals and all the fun stuff. So they're going to be bringing back 2 Phoenixes here. I think we just lose because we're going to go to 4 here. We need like a hidden strings here or something. Yeah, LED and yeah, LED is definitely one you have to proxy. Yeah, they can play Thing in the Ice. Hidden strings. Wait, let me think. So if we play Blast Zone, play Pour, untap, that doesn't do anything. Okay. Wait, can we win with... I'm trying to think if there's a way to win. Let me see. I don't think there's a way to... Yeah, that's what I think we have to keep pouring and hopefully get another... Discard this. We're just gonna lose 1 each time. There's another hidden strings. So if we do this, do this, pour again. Discard a land. Play Brawl. Play Strings for 1 mana. And then we get there. Wow, look at that. Then we get Peer, Pour, Omniscience. Done. Can't believe we got there. Thank you, 4Dogs, for that encouragement. That's pretty much all we had to do was that's sick. We just had to get super lucky and draw our hinge strings. I was like holding my breath that whole time. All right, this matchup gets a lot harder post board. Like we won a lot of things. Yeah, that was sick. So I'm trying to think of here. Let's see. 4 Mystical Dispute, 3 Narset, Aether Gust, Alpine Moon. Oh my god, they just have all these decks. This is why I don't understand how when like Lotus won the latest Pioneer thing, I have no idea how it beats these decks. There's so many you have to get super lucky to just like beat all these aggro and hardcore counter decks. It like blows my mind. I mean, Anger for the birds. We obviously want these. March could buy us a turn. Path. Maybe we don't need Path. But what are we taking out though? That's the thing. That's always the hardest part with sideboarding. I end up cutting 2 of the combo pieces because we get a little slower, like more controlled. A tap land. So we're bringing this. We still need 2 more cards. Try that. I don't know. It's so hard to sideboard with this deck because you don't want to like really cut your stuff. But all right, we'll keep this hand. This hand has Lotus Field. It has some interaction. It's a good song. I don't know the song, but I dig it. Oh, that's a good draw actually. Get that acceleration. There we go. All right. We're on track. Opt. Two mana for Thing in the Ice. Okay. Player Lotus Field. It stinks we don't have any. We can't hold anything up. Theoretically, we could cycle and hold up Lotus Field with Mystical Dispute. That could be a thing, but wow, just pass. Okay. Oh, that's a good draw. We need to cycle here because because we have nothing else going on and we can just kind of sit around. Not a great draw at all. They have like end of turn stuff? Okay. Hopefully not too much. Damn, okay. Jeez, alright. Well. Hopefully they cast like an expressive iteration that we can counter or something. But they most likely have like another dispute in hand. Or if they like tap out for Narset or something. Yeah. I mean, they can just have a dispute. Which will flip this. Damn. Alright, they got it all. Womp womp. We cannot pay. Why can't we pay? Because we haven't hit a fucking land drop. And they still have Lightning Axe in their deck. I don't know, man. Maybe we can get lucky again and that's not really what we want. It's good for Narset, but yeah, our mana screw tonight has been like historical. Obviously we want Otawara. We're taking 7 next turn. We don't have any like redraws either. There's no way out, right? Play this. I mean, I guess we'll play it out just because we like whatever. We'll try it. We'll take one more turn. But with Narset in play and then getting swung in for a lot here. And they had where's their I thought they had another dispute. Didn't they dispute maybe that was last game. I don't know actually. They put an opt into hand. Spray Dragon. But yeah, if we were able to hit our land drops and stuff, it'd be a totally different game with our Thought Distortion. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Do they have a kill spell? Damn. Okay. All right, this is a keep. We have Thespian Stage, Lotus Field, and some draw. So the only thing it's missing is Mystical Dispute, but hopefully that doesn't matter too much. Opponent mulligan to 6. That is what we like to see. Trying to salvage that 3-2 here. But yeah, this deck brings in like 3 Narset, 4 disputes, and just the works. So next turn we'll play with Boseiju. We'll actually play Brawl here. If they want to counter it, they can, but they could also just like Lightning Axe it. So next turn we'll play Lotus Field, float the mana, hopefully draw something to use that mana with. So they probably play Thing in the Ice here. Hopefully not. They've had a turn 2 Thing in the Ice every time. Or just like play with fire or something. Which is like a reason to board out Brawl, Lava Axe. Okay, so they pitched a land. That's kind of desperate there. Yeah, we're gonna take our time here. But we can go get Otawara with this Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, Otawara is so good. The fact that you can fetch that with the Sylvan Scrying is disgusting. And they didn't have a 1 mana cantrip here, so that's really good for us. 3 mana Narset, okay. So maybe they kept on the back of Narset. Their hand was like Lightning Axe, lands, ops, and Narset. But this will be a mystical dispute. This will be a end of turn Otawara go off. Let's copy now. We could copy for green and play Grazer. That's also an option. So we know they have one mystical dispute at least. Hopefully we draw one of our own. That'd be nice. Expressive Iteration. Okay. So they're definitely going to cast that. Yep. And then obviously we'd love it if they tapped out. Stevens. Untapped. Botanical Sanctum. Not really what we want to see. We'll play that. Guess it doesn't matter. We'll play this. We probably end up... I don't know. I'm trying to think if we should take our time. Because we could cycle at the end of their turn to try to draw something, but I don't want to really waste that mana. So we know they have at least one dispute, though. We'd love to draw a Thought Distortion or something. All right. And they're drawing these iterations, which are really good for them. They have their own Otawara they play. Peer into the Abyss. So they can hard counter that. Let's see if we can make enough mana. Oh, we don't get to draw. I forgot. Oof. That was stupid. I keep hard focusing on what I want to do and keep forgetting about this. So now we just wasted that. That sucks. And we can't pay for a hard cast. Damn. Okay. Keep zoning out there. Consider. We just don't want them to put any phoenixes in the yard. It looks like they have none yet. Yeah, hopefully if we can draw like a mystical dispute or something. Because I don't want to Otawara that and then try to cast stuff and they just counter everything. Because they have so many cards in hand. And they've had so much filtering. Especially if they treasure cruise here. Yep. Jeez. It's gross. Just not sure what to do. We're just not drawing what we need. It'd be great if they like tapped out and did something. Is a charm. Oof, okay. So they must have drawn some phoenixes. At least one. So 3 mana up. We would love it if they tapped out. That would be amazing. If they tap out, we win. Hmm. I don't think it's getting any better for us. Pitch 2 lands. Start with cycling. We'll see if we can hit something, I guess. Hopefully, again, a dispute or something. Sylvan Scrying is not going to do it. We'll try Pour. We have enough mana to pay for dispute. So we'll see if they just want to... Alright, just straight up negate. We'll cast our Sylvan Scrying. Go get the other Otawara. And we'll try again. Yeah, they still have Mystical Dispute for... If they keep up 3 mana to hardcast into Pure, but... Another Treasure Cruise, oh my god. That's not looking good. Narset, yep. No, another Mystical Dispute. Just tap out. God damn it. Come on. So we can't cast this into their hardcast Mystical Dispute. I mean, they could just have negate up also. I mean, if we just... Sylvan Scrying, let's see. Get a Boseiju. Then we'll just copy Lotus Field at the end of their turn. I think they just keep holding up either like a negate and a dispute, most likely. They've also seen over half of their deck. So unless we draw a counterspell variant, it's not going to happen. And they tap out, but I don't think they're going to. Another Treasure Cruise? Tap out. Thing in the ice, okay. Yes. Yes. Keep going. No. Come on, keep going, keep going. Yes. Alright, so they have 2 mana up. So it's 2 disputes. If as long as it's 2 disputes, we can get there. So as long as they don't have a negate. They put away 2 lands again. No negate. No negate. Damn. Unlucky. Jeez. Very unfortunate. So we started off 2-0 and then just couldn't pull it out there. These games, you guys saw, these games were terrible. Let's I guess let's talk about the deck. The channel lands, let's start with the channel lands. The channel lands were incredible. Mostly Otawara because we didn't really need Boseiju, but as you saw, bouncing Planeswalkers and anything else at the end of turn and then having the chance to go off was just enormous. And the fact that we could use Sylvan Scrying to get these basically spells, these channel spells, was just great. So this is definitely a great upgrade to the deck. We've faced a lot of what seemed like really rough matchups. Phoenix game 1, we were able to like pull that out, but post board it's like really difficult. And then control, we faced a lot of aggro. There wasn't really any matchup I faced where I was happy to face. So again, if you're playing this deck, you just have to be patient and you gotta hope to get there. Obviously, sequencing is really important. You saw we kind of messed up a few times with sequencing. And always got to remember Narset's passive because she's like the anti-combo deck. But we ended up we started off 2-0, and then we ended up losing the last 3. We drew like shit. We like missed our land drops and stuff, so it sucked. So yeah, I still like the Emergent Ultimatum package with Peer into the Abyss and Omniscience. You can go Behold the Beyond if you'd like. We talked about that a little bit during the stream. Or you can just go Peer into the Abyss and hope that Otawara is in your hand to get around Narset. For the sideboard, we didn't have to bring in any ley lines. Thought Distortion was great when we had it. Sideboard Peer was great. Mystical Dispute, we wish we drew it. And then board wipes were pretty clutch when we needed them. But overall, yeah, I'd say the deck's solid. Just all these matchups seemed pretty rough. So yeah, that's the deck. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.